So as usual, we should understand what is the agenda. As I told you that during the unit 2, learning unit 2, I told you that most of the algorithms are already there in unit number 3. So your syllabus is very shallow, but what I suggest is that even though it is shallow, try to make your theoretical concepts more clear, because it is very hard to directly understand some pseudocode given in algorithm. See, you can work out on some examples. In lecture number 14 and 13, I have already given you, I have already kept some PDF of those PPTs. You can download. So some graphs are there, some problems are there, and how we have worked with BFS, that is a breadth first search, then DFS, that is a depth first search, that we have tried to there. So what I want to say is that you should have multiple ample number of examples in your copy to understand exact difference. For example, today we are going to see uniform cost search, which is nearly similar to breadth first search algorithm. But one has to understand how it is different. Right now, we are not going to understand what are the parameters to compare the algorithms. See, in AI, not in AI, in computing, there are many problems, right? So, particular problem X can be there, and there can be 4 or 5 algorithms. By using those algorithms, we can solve that problem. So, it is a job of engineer to select a proper algorithm for solving a particular problem. So, we have to understand some parameters. We know that time complexity is there, space complexity is there. So lot many parameters are there that we shall see later. But most of the algorithms are nearly similar in working, but they are different. So today I will try to give you 3 examples. Through those examples, we shall try to understand what is the meaning of the backtracking, why backtracking is needed, what is the disadvantage of backtracking. So backtracking is nothing but it is simply a step you take while playing some game or taking some decision. But when you take the step, you found that कि अरे यार थोड़ा गलत हो गया, हमने ये नहीं वो करना चाहिए था, like that. So you come back to your previous state and then choose new optimum next state. That is something just like a chase. So that is there that we are going to see through some example. I will try to recap BFS, but I don't think it is possible today to recap BFS. But still you can download this PDF from the FTP site, you know the IP address. So let us see the overall content of the unit 3. So unit 3 is based on the uninformed search. You don't know everything about your domain, problem domain. So there are some categories like breadth first search is there that we have seen, depth first search is there that we have seen. Today we are going to understand what is the uniform cost search, which is similar to breadth first search. Then there are few more like bidirectional search, depth limited search, and iterative deepening search, or iterative deepening DFS, depth first search. So these are the overall contents, and you can refer chapter number 3 from your book, which is available on FTP. So this book is available on FTP. You can download it. As I told you that I normally keep the nomenclature like AI 4KS01 L14. 14 means 14th lecture. P5 means part 5. Like that. Unit 2 में का part 5 है, 5वां lecture है. So in this way you can understand while catching whatever you miss during the lectures while downloading your PDFs. So part is there, lecture number is also there, even date is also there. So hope you have the IP address. So as I told you, use the Mozilla, don't use Chrome. Now let us see, these are the some of the examples. Uniform uninformed search is normally called as a blind search because we don't know about complete problem domain. We shall see what is the informed search while learning in unit number 4. So today we are just going to see what is a uniform cross search. Now let us take the example. So this is a country, maybe USA likes. So there are cities. I hope you are able to see the distance and cost and all that. See, it can be distance or it can be cost in dollars. So there are some directed arrows. It means that you can grow by one way. So anyway, there was some message anyway. I hope everything is okay. So let us say you are in a city, Boston, and you want to go to city, San Francisco. Now this is a typically famous problem called as a traveling salesperson problem. So which is used in a design and analysis of algorithm. You will learn maybe in 7th or the 8th semester. So when you learn some algorithm in AI, then your perspective is different. And when you learn some algorithm in DA, analysis and design of algorithms, this is the name of the subject, then your perspective is different. So that is what I want to say. So here from this diagram, you can easily understand that there are many ways from Boston to San Francisco. So you can start from Boston, you can go to the New York, then you can go Neville, then you can go to Austin, then you can go to Phoenix, and then you can go to the San Francisco, like that. So it may be uh, airplane or flight, or it may be some bus. So cost is there. So what we have to do? Generally, we have to choose optimum solution. So in short, what I want to say is that there are multiple paths from Boston to San Francisco, but you have to choose optimum. See, I am not talking about minimum or maximum. I am talking about optimal. And there are some algorithms. We don't know whether they will give you the answer or the answer which is optimum or minimum or maximum. We don't do that. So it depends on type of algorithm. So that is what we are going to learn here. Now let us see another slide. So this is simply what we are trying to understand is that if there is a AI problem, as I told you, AI problem is nothing but it is a tree problem. Whatever AI problem is there, we treat it as a search problem. There are many search methods, search algorithms available in the domain. Now try to understand what is the depth 0, depth 1, like that. So it simply tells you that we can explore a tree. We can explore all the possibilities while reaching to San Francisco when we start from Boston city. So Boston is a famous city. San Francisco is also a famous city. So see, here you can go to the Chicago and then you can directly go to the San Francisco. Or from Boston, you can go to the New York. New York is there. It is in blue color, just near to Boston. Cost is there, 50. Then from New York, you have to go to the Nivelle, like that. And another alternative, that is last alternative, is a New West, Key West. So Key West is the name of the small city, which cost 75, like that. So you can plot it. Now you have to understand what is a tree. Say this is a graph on one side, left hand side, you have a graph. Now you are trying to solve the TSP problem, traveling salesperson problem. You want to get the optimum solution. Right now we don't know what algorithm we are using, right? So as I told you, there are many algorithms like breadth first is there, depth first is there, uniform cost is there, lot many algorithms are there. But overall what we do, we generate some tree and we compute that tree. So see here, depth 0 is there, depth 1 is there, it is given in green color. You can take the screenshot later for understanding, because these concepts, small concepts are there. It is very hard to catch them while listening or reading something. But if we explore complete tree, all possibilities, then we can get a tree. And tree has parent is there, children are there. And every parent node has some called as degree. Degree is there. So for example, Boston has 3 degree, means 3 nodes are there. It is 3 possibility. Now from New York to Navainville, there is only one out degree. Only one way possible. But from Boston to these 3 cities, Chicago, New York and Key West, degree 3. So that is what we are going to understand through this slide. So you can take the screenshot for later your understanding in deep. You can download this PPT. I don't know how many people are using desktop and mobile phone, because in desktop you can see the complete picture maybe in a laptop or desktop. But in case of the mobile phone, it is not possible to see the details, but still you can zoom it. You can take easily the screenshot. So see here, 3 alternative, first alternative, second alternative and third alternative. So from Boston, you can go to the Chicago and then directly to San Francisco. This is one way. So this alternative has cost or depth 2. See here in green box. But from Boston to Chicago, if you go to the Chicago, then you can go to the Denver, then you can go to the Austin, then you can go to the Phoenix, and then later at the end you can reach to the San Francisco. So in this way, this is another path, another alternative. So here you have depth 5, depth 0 is there, depth 1 you would easily understand, 2 is there, 3 is there, 4 is there and 5 is there. So right now we don't know, we are still trying to explore, but just assume that this is a complete tree, complete plot of a traversal. So actually what we are doing, we are trying to traverse from particular source node to particular destination node. So friends, I hope you got what I want to say. Now this tree is not giving you idea which the optimum cost or optimum path or minimum path or I don't know, maximum path, we don't know. Actually we have to calculate. So from Boston to Chicago, for example, it is a 1200, then Chicago to 200. So that will be 1400 total cost, first alternative. So in this way, in your copy, try to write the cost at the red leaf nodes. Write down the cost in your copy at the end of this lecture. So this was my objective, to tell you that in a traveling salesperson problem, we have different algorithms. Definitely, that is not a problem. But whatever algorithm is there, we are trying to explore alternatives. Then we are trying to estimate the cost of each alternative solution. It is alternative solution. And then we have to choose proper minimum or optimal solution. So try to Google and understand what is the meaning of the minimal solution, what is the meaning of the minimum solution, maximal solution, and optimal solution. So there is a difference. These are the terms. These are not useless terms. Please note this. These are very serious terms. So I will go ahead. I hope you understand what is the meaning of the depth of the tree, number of the alternatives, and you can easily calculate the cost. So if you download this PDF, you can easily read the figures, the cost of paths. Now here uh, there is something called the directed arrows are there. It is a directed graph, but there can be unidirectional or bidirectional or undirected graph. We don't know. It depends on type of the problem. Now that's why I told you that this is called the branching factor. If you start from Boston, then you have three alternatives. So branching factor is 3. But if you start from New York, then you have only one branching factor. But if you start from Key West, rightmost alternative, you have branching factor 2. So in this way, you have to understand, compute the branching factor. So when we run some algorithm, so we keep some data structures like queue is there, priority queue is there, some stack can be there, it depends, and some variables can be there. And those variables keeps the information about these things, depth of the tree, branching factor, like that. Or it checks whether the next node is a destination or goal node or not. Every time it checks. अगर गोल नोड नहीं है तो हम क्या करते हैं, उसके नेक्स्ट वाला उसके नेबर को एक्सप्लोर करते हैं, लाइक दैट. Now this is only simply some theory. I will go quickly through it. So just read it. This is uninformed strategy. It is also known as blind algorithms or brute force search algorithms. So brute force is a term. So you might have heard about the brute force attack. आप साइबर अटैक के बारे में, सिक्योरिटी के बारे में पता होगा आपको. So any algorithm which is in this category, that is the uninformed search category or blind search category, it generates something called as a search tree. We have seen the example of search tree in a previous slide. Without any domain specific knowledge. So we know only problem. We know the specification of the problem, but we don't know there might be many other things in that environment, but we are not aware about all the things. And that's why it is called as a uninformed search. Now, informed search is also there. We shall see in unit number 4. But there is a difference. So I am giving you only 2 lines. You just read it. We shall later understand what is exactly that. So two basic approaches differs as whether you check for a goal when node is generated or when it is expanded. See what is happening. We are starting from particular node, then we are trying to go to the neighbor as per the rule, because algorithm has some rules. So as per the rule, we will visit particular node. Sometimes we don't visit the neighbor as per our rule. हो सकता है कि हमने उसको ऑलरेडी विजिट किया है, like that. So this is the main difference. The basic approach is that every time when we visit a neighbor, we check whether it is a goal or not, and then we expand it. So this is something, the difference in a informed search and uninformed search. So right now this slide may be insufficient, but later while learning unit number 4, you will understand it, what I want to say. So these last two lines are very important. Now this informed search strategy know that whether the non-goal state is better. अब नॉन गोल स्टेट मतलब क्या है? देखिए, देयर इज अ स्टार्ट नोड, देयर इज अ डेस्टिनेशन नोड और गोल नोड, और बीच में के जितने भी है, दीज आर द नॉन गोल नोड्स और स्टेट्स. तो हमने कौन से इसको विजिट करना चाहिए नॉन गोल को, जिसका कॉस्ट कम है. हम नॉन गोल स्टेट जिसको बोलते हैं या नोड जिसको बोलते हैं, उसको हम सिलेक्ट करते हैं इफ उसका कॉस्ट कम है, अदरवाइज हम उसको एक्सप्लोर नहीं करते. So anyway, these two lines are important. We shall discuss in detail. Now this is one slide. One URL is there. Try to write in your copy, or you can take the screenshot. So this is one graph. URL is there. http://471/current/notes/uninformed-search and/complete. So you take the screenshot or write down in your copy. So you will find some demo examples here on this site. So this is one example. Right now we are not going to interpret what is that. So I hope you noted this, you have taken the screenshot. I will go ahead. तो सभी ने लिया होल स्क्रीनशॉट लिया इसका. मैं आपको दूसरा स्लाइड देता हूँ, इसका भी स्क्रीनशॉट लीजिए. So this is the IP address, sorry, URL, http pages.pomona.edu, then slash, there is a tiled symbol is there, which is near to the escape key. It is just near to the escape key. JBM04747/courses/spring2001/CS151. This is the name of the subject code. Then slash, yes is the capital. तो इसमें आप ध्यान में रखिए कि letters are capital and lower case are there. So try to use as it is the URL. So best way is to take the screenshot. And then strategies.html is there. So again you will get few examples. So I will go ahead. I hope you have already taken the screenshot of these both slides. I hope everybody is taking care of yourself as well as your family, because nowadays, at least in Maharashtra, the pandemic is creating havoc. Not many cases are new, people are infected by this virus, and at the same time exam is also going on. It's a 5th sem and 6th sem, the students are facing exam, though it is a MCQ, but still there are some problems, maybe net connectivity or some other problems. So hope you have taken the screenshot. I will go ahead. I will not go through complete description of the uniform cost search. Today I will just give you the conceptual background for this. So we are going to understand what is the uniform cost search. So as I told you that it is just like a breadth-first search. If you recall breadth-first search, it is nearly same to the breadth-first search. And it uses some data structure like a priority queue. So try to understand what is a queue. There are many types of queues. Try to understand what is stack. Circular queue is there, priority queue is there, normal queue is there. So try to get the information. Definitely, I will be giving you as and when we discuss particular topic. तो प्रायोरिटी क्यू मतलब क्या है? See, if you are standing at some location and you have three alternatives, A, B and C. मान लो आप A चूज करते हैं. Why? कि भाई A का प्रायोरिटी ज़्यादा है. कॉस्ट ऑफ A इज अ मिनिमम और सबसे कम है. That is something called the priority queue, and we keep the updating that queue every time when we visit a node. So strategy is this is the logic of this algorithm. If you directly see the algorithm, then you may go mad, because I don't know, but there might be some students who might not have developed the ability to interpret the pseudocode. It is very hard. You have to make practice. So best way is that to use the examples. I have already given you in last two lectures the examples of DFS and EFS. So you repeatedly watch them. कुछ नहीं, 2 या 3 स्लाइड ही है. आपको फोन में से या अपने कॉपी में भी लिख के रखा तो आपको एक कंफर्ट आ जाता, क्योंकि पर्टिकुलर लॉजिक हम कहीं तो भी यूज करते हैं. सो वी डोंट एक्सप्लेन दैट थिंग, वी डू नॉट रिपीट इट. So anyway, strategy is simple. If you start from any node, or if you are somewhere in map or in graph, you are standing on some node in city, then you try to check alternative ways. तो आपको जो भी मिनिमम कॉस्ट वाला रहेगा आपका बाजू वाला नेबर, वो सिटी को आप जाते हैं, विजिट करते हैं. So expand the lowest cost node. So this is a strategy. This is how. This is the logic. Actually, this is called as the logic. Try to understand what is the meaning of the logic. And implementation is very simple. See, there is one term that is called as a fringe. We shall try to understand what is the meaning of the fringe. तो फ्रिंज इज अ प्रायोरिटी क्यू. मतलब कैसा, आपके पास में 3 अल्टरनेटिव है, ए, बी एंड सी. तो फ्रिंज में आपको 3 आइटम मिल गए, लेकिन आप चूज किसको कर रहे हैं? ए को चूज कर रहे हैं, लाइक दैट. तो 3 आइटम फ्रिंज में आ गए. फ्रिंज आइटम्स जैसे आपने फाइनेंस के CNBC वगैरह पे आपने कुछ सुना होगा, तो फ्रिंज बेनिफिट वगैरह ऐसा कुछ सुना होगा आपने, या फिर आप डिक्शनरी में थोड़ा क्लियर कर लो, बिकॉज देयर आर मेनी टर्म्स विच वी थिंक दैट दे आर जार्गन्स. उसमें रहता कुछ नहीं, लेकिन वो हाई फाई टर्म्स रहते हैं, हमको कंफ्यूज कर देते हैं. So fringe is nothing but number of available alternatives, number of all available alternatives. तो जैसे मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया, 3 अल्टरनेटिव है. जैसे हमने बोस्टन के केस में देखा, बोस्टन से सैन फ्रांसिस्को जाने के लिए पहले स्टेप में हमको 3 अल्टरनेटिव मिलते हैं. सो दैट इज फ्रिंज. सो दैट alternatives are stored into priority queue. तो लोवेस्ट कॉस्ट नोड हैज द हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी, तो हम उसको चूज करते हैं, लोवेस्ट कॉस्ट नोड को, उसको हाईएस्ट प्रायोरिटी देते हैं. इन ऑर्डर टू बी ऑप्टिमल मस्ट टेस्ट एट एक्सपांशन. एवरी टाइम कैसा कर रहे हैं हम? वो ट्री बनाते जा रहे हैं. इफ यू रिकॉल प्रीवियस डायग्राम, तो पहले इसमें डेप्थ 0 था, फिर डेप्थ 1 आया, फिर 2, 3, 4, 5, ऐसे हमने ट्री को डेप्थ उसके एक्सपांड करते गए, लाइक दैट. सो यू हैव टू विजुअलाइज दिस. तो हम जब एक्सपांशन करते हैं तो मिनिमम कॉस्ट को हम सिलेक्ट करते हैं. So in order to be optimal, we must test at expansion, not generation time. So that it may be complicated at this moment, but let us go ahead. We shall revisit this slide. Now, as I told you, that every algorithm try to see, हम लोगों ने अब तक 3 algorithm देखे हैं, depth first search, breadth first search and uniform cost search. तीनों के भी एडवांटेज एंड डिसएडवांटेज, एक एक दो जो भी है, आप उसको कलेक्ट करो, अपनी बुक में लिख के रख दो. तो यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्ट सर्च इज ऑप्टिमल. ये ऑप्टिमल सर्च है. ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई ये ऑप्टिमम है या मिनिमम है या मैक्सिमम, इट इज ऑप्टिमल because at every state the path with the least cost node is chosen. ये हम जैसे एग्जांपल देखेंगे you will understand it. Now what is disadvantage? Actually there are 2-3 disadvantages. Just in beginning I will just give you only general idea. तो जैसे हम चेस में मैंने आपको बताया बैक ट्रैकिंग होता है क्योंकि हम एक मूव रहता है, हम वापस उसको डिस्कार्ड कर सकते हैं हमारी मूव को, और हम फिर से बेस्ट मूव पॉसिबल मूव को चूज कर सकते हैं. तो इस चक्कर में क्या होता है, बैक ट्रैकिंग के चक्कर में तुम्हारा प्रोग्राम योर एल्गोरिथम में गो इन इनफाइनाइट लूप. सो इनफाइनाइट लूप में जाने का खतरा है यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्ट सर्च में. It does not care about the number of steps involved in searching and only concerned about the path cost, due to which this algorithm may be stuck in an infinite loop. That we shall see through one example. Today I am going to give you 3 examples. So later we shall discuss about it, that what is the meaning of the backtracking, what is a loop, and all that. Now again, this is the one more example. See here there are nodes like S, A, B, C, D, E, G3, G2 and G1. So green color nodes are there. Let us call them as goal nodes. So S is the start state, initial state. हमको कोई भी एक गोल स्टेट में जाना है. हमारे पास में 3 गोल्स है. वी हैव 3 गोल्स. सी एवरी टाइम द प्रॉब्लम कैन बी डिफरेंट. सी यू आर यूजिंग द algorithm that might be same, but problem can be different every time. Situation can be different. That is what I want to say. Now see here there are some arrows are there, somewhere arrows are not there. But if you enlarge this on your side, you will understand. In green color G1, G2 and G3 are there. So हमको कोई भी एक गोल में जाने का है. ऐसा नहीं है कि भाई एक ही गोल में जाने का है, like that. So we know the starting node, that is a S, and we have to reach either G1, G2 or G3. तो आपको सेम एल्गोरिथम उसको अप्लाई करना है. So for example, here let us say that we want to go to the G1, goal 1, that is given in a green color. तो हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं, S से तो A तक जा सकते हैं, A से फिर G1 तक जा सकते हैं, या फिर we can go to B, then C, then again S, then again A, and then G1, like that. There is one more path. So here in the corner we have given a sample path. So just imagine that we want to first reach to the G1 only. We are not completing all three goals at a time. So best way is that go to the A, and from A go to the G1. तो S to A का कॉस्ट है 5 और A to G1 तक का कॉस्ट है 9. तो 5 + 9 = 14. इस तरीके से आप कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं. नाउ हियर आई हैव जस्ट रिटन सिंगल पाथ कॉस्ट. आप इसमें जितने भी पाथ हैं S से तो G1 तक जाने के, आप उसको कैलकुलेट करके लिख सकते हैं, राइट. So this is one slide only for understanding that. So this is the how we are computing the cost. Now instead of expanding the shallowest node, uniform cost search is now expands the node n with the lowest path cost Gn. देखिए हम लोग बाद में देखते हैं इसको, what is Gn. Gn is a function, G is some function, n is a parameter, and it can compute some value. तो हम लोग उसको cost बोल सकते हैं. Function is a Gn. This is done by storing the frontier. Now see, there is one term that is called the frontier. So we shall try to understand what is the meaning of the frontier. What is a priority? What is a priority queue? So algorithm is given in next slide. So uniform cost search is there. We know how to compute the cost. We have seen the Boston and San Francisco example. Now see, if you see the another example, then again, here again, 3, 4, 5 cities are there, like Salt, Ste, Marie is there, Duluth is there, Chicago is there, Toronto is there, and Petersburg is there. So every time we have to think about what is our star state. Every time we have to think about what is our goal state. So हमारे को शिकागो से साल्ट साइट स्टे मारी जाना है. देखिए ये कोलम कनाडा वगैरह उधर के साइड के सिटी के नाम है, आपको थोड़े से अटपटे लग सकते हैं. तो मुंबई नासिक वगैरह हमने कुछ लिया नहीं, बट you can understand it. And cost is given. Every age there is some cost like 81, 80, 110 like that. तो हम अगर सिंपली BFS यूज करते हैं, if we use only BFS, हमारा स्टार्ट स्टेट हमको पता है, गोल स्टेट हमको पता है. तो BFS में स्ट्रेट है. हम लोग क्या करते हैं, शिकागो से डायरेक्ट डेल्यूट की तरफ जाते हैं, डेल्यूट से हम साल्ट स्टे मारी की तरफ जाते हैं. ये BFS हो गया. लेकिन हम यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्ट सर्च यूज करते हैं बिकॉज यू हैव टू कंप्यूट द कॉस्ट. तो ये कितना हो गया, 157 प्लस 110, उसका कुछ तो भी टोटल आएगा. यू हैव टू राइट इट समवेयर. देन यू हैव टू ट्राई अनदर पॉसिबिलिटी. यू कैन गो फ्रॉम शिकागो टू पीटर्सबर्ग, then Petersburg to Toronto, and then from Toronto you can go to the Sault Ste. Marie. So you have to add 81, 80 and 90. You will get something. So how we are using UCS, we would find the Chicago, Petersburg, Toronto and Sault Ste. Marie, which is actually a shortest path. So जो हमने पहला वाला चूज किया था, शिकागो से डेल्यूथ तक और डेल्यूथ से साल्ट स्टे मारी तक, वो हमारा पाथ ऑप्टिमम नहीं था. दैट इज व्हाट वी वांट टू लर्न थ्रू से दिस एग्जांपल. सो फ्रेंड्स, दिस इज द फर्स्ट स्टेप, दिस इज द सेकंड स्टेप. हमने इसका कॉस्ट कैलकुलेट किया है, 157 प्लस 110 267 आता है. ये हमारा एक पहला अल्टरनेटिव है. लेकिन यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्ट सर्च क्या करता है, हर बार आपको ऑप्टिमम सॉल्यूशन देता है. तो हमको पता नहीं है वेदर दिस 267 इज ऑप्टिमम और नॉट. तो हमको क्या करना है, हमको रिमेनिंग अल्टरनेटिव्स भी एक्सप्लोर करने के हैं. सो दिस इज द शॉर्टेस्ट पाथ कि शिकागो से भाई पीटर्सबर्ग जाओ, पीटर्सबर्ग से टोरंटो जाओ, टोरंटो से साल्ट स्टे मारी जाओ और उसका टोटल करो, तो पहले वाले से कम आता है. सो सी हियर, ओनली 251 इज अ कॉस्ट, 81 प्लस 80 प्लस 90. सो आप देखेंगे बाद में. मुझे आई डोंट नो वेदर यू आर एबल टू सी द डिस्टेंस क्लियरली ऑन योर एंड और नॉट. Anyway, friends, I will close here because I'm not feeling well today, but I am thankful to you. No matter there are very few students, but I suggest try to be present in AI lectures. No matter आपको ये theoretical लगता होगा, that doesn't matter. See, after all, you have to learn many things theoretically, conceptually, and implementation is something different. that you will learn through your experiences. तो जितना भी आपको concept आप grab कर सकते हैं, maybe through YouTube or watching lectures or reading books, तो आप उसको grab करते जाइए. ये कभी waste नहीं जाता. That you have to note. So anyway, there are two alternative paths, 267 वाला path और एक है 251 वाला path. इसमें से 251 वाला optimum है ऐसा हम सोचते हैं, at least. That's why it is called as the optimum. We don't know whether it is a minimum or something like, because no matter, here only two alternatives are there, but there can be some big graph and there might be some source node, destination node or destination city. There might be 10, 15 alternative paths and हर path का एक cost होगा. But जब तक आप पूरे के पूरे अल्टरनेटिव कैलकुलेट नहीं करते तब तक आपको थोड़ी पता चलेगा कि आपका आंसर ऑप्टिमम है कि नहीं. दैट इज व्हाट यू हैव टू लर्न. सो डोंट थिंक दैट कि ये ऐसा ही है. यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्ट सर्च इज नियरली सिमिलर टू द ब्रेथ फर्स्ट सर्च. लेकिन यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्ट सर्च क्या करता है, एवरी टाइम इट ट्राइज टू गिव यू ऑप्टिमल सॉल्यूशन. जैसे इस केस में 251 आपको मिलता है. So friend, I am closing here, but still I want to go through 2 or 3 slides which are theoretical. So we shall try to understand later what is the meaning of the complete search. See, algorithm complete है कि incomplete है, polynomial है कि non-polynomial है. These are many terms that we shall learn during our course. But just read this slide. Don't worry. Don't be in a panic. Try to interpret on your own way. तो एक बात ध्यान में रखिए आपके नोट में कि भाई यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्ट सर्च एल्गोरिथम जो है ये कंप्लीट एल्गोरिथम है और इट इज अ ऑप्टिमल एल्गोरिथम. ये हमने पॉइंट निकली है. वी शैल अंडरस्टैंड इन मोर डिटेल्स व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द ऑप्टिमल, व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द मिनिमम और मैक्सिमम. अभी हमारे पास में कोई एग्जाम्पल नहीं है. विथ कंप्लीट एंड ऑप्टिमल यूसीएस एक्सप्लोर्स द स्पेस in every direction because no information is provided about the goal. तो ये आपको थोड़ा सा अटपटा लग सकता है, but here what is happening is that as I told you we have problem definition. प्रॉब्लम का डिस्क्रिप्शन है हमारे पास में. हमको ये पता है कि हमारा स्टार्ट सिटी कौन सा है और फाइनल सिटी डेस्टिनेशन सिटी कौन सा है, हमको ये पता है. बट वी डोंट नो हाउ मेनी पाथ्स आर देयर बिटवीन स्टार्ट एंड डेस्टिनेशन. अगर 5 है तो 5 का कॉस्ट क्या है, 5 जो अलग अलग पाथ है हर एक का कॉस्ट क्या है ये हमको पता नहीं है. तो यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्ट सर्च क्या करता है, वो ठीक है आपको 5 सॉल्यूशन मिल सकते हैं या 6 मिल सकते हैं, लेकिन यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्ट सर्च क्या करेगा, आपको उसमें से ऑप्टिमल दे देगा जो भी ऑप्टिमल रहेगा. मान लो आपने 5 ही एक्सप्लोर किए तो 5 में से जो सबसे कम रहेगा वो आपको मिल जाएगा, लाइक दैट. अगर आपने उसको फिर से खंगाला उसको, इफ यू डू इट, तो हो सकता है आपको 5 से ज़्यादा 6 से ज़्यादा भी अल्टरनेटिव पाथ मिले. सो फ्रेंड्स, आई एम क्लोजिंग हियर. वी शैल टॉक अबाउट theoretically with this example. This is very good example. Here again there are nodes like A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H, and here 2 cases are there. तो पहले इसमें क्या है कि स्टार्ट सिटी A है और गोल सिटी G है, हमको उसका कॉस्ट निकालना है. और सेकंड केस क्या है कि स्टार्ट सिटी A है और डेस्टिनेशन सिटी H है, उसका हमको कॉस्ट निकालना है. सो दैट यू ट्राई टू एट होम. वी शैल डिस्कस दिस in next session. Today I am not feeling well, so I am closing here. I am very thankful to you. Nobody asked me anything, but still I suggest that whenever possible you can always interrupt me. You can send me questions on my personal WhatsApp. You can send me your screenshots and whatever solutions homework I am giving you, you try to give the solutions through WhatsApp. You can solve them in your copy, and you can send the photo of that to me, so that I will understand that you are doing well at your end. अगर सिंपली आप लिसनिंग का ही बात करेंगे तो ये गलत रहेगा. यू मस्ट डू सम काइंड ऑफ वर्कआउट. तो आप इसका एक स्क्रीनशॉट ले लीजिए. दिस इज वन एग्जांपल. इसका नंबर 1 है, ध्यान में रखना. इसका नंबर 2 है, एग्जांपल नंबर 2. तो आपको क्या करना है, एक ग्राफ दिया है, इसमें कॉस्ट है ABCD और वट जो भी है, इसमें कॉस्ट दिया है. इट इज अनडायरेक्टेड ग्राफ. ये ग्राफ को आपको ट्रैवर्स करना है बाय यूजिंग ब्रेथ फर्स्ट सर्च, डेप्थ फर्स्ट सर्च एंड यूनिफॉर्म कॉस्ट सर्च. And you have to, if you want, you can send me on my WhatsApp. Otherwise, we are going to explore same examples, example number 1 and example number 2 in next session. So friends, I am closing here. I am thankful to you. I am stopping the recording.